How many of you find yourselves trying to come to grips or understand the extremely fickle nature of people who are around you? Doesn't have to necessarily be in your workplace. I talk about the workplace a lot. This is where it goes down a lot, but, in life in general, you're different because you're just not, fickle and fake and duplicitous and all of those words who describe the type of person who literally cannot ground themselves and be who they really are. As a matter of fact, in a lot of cases, and many of them, they don't even know who they are. And so therefore, you'll get a different cast of characters throughout the week. And these same people will wonder why you're not open to them, or why you won't, tell them your business or talk to them about things, because you don't know who you're dealing with that day. And it's as simple as that. I had someone tell me that I'm really closed off, and I had to look at them. I had to look at them before I gave them an answer. I just studied them for a minute, and I thought about it. Maybe I'm closed off to you because I don't even know who you are. Whenever I deal with these people, they're supremely duplicitous. In these workplace environments, when I used to work in the workplace, I had people who would literally be someone different on Monday than they were on Thursday, right? I mean, extremely. If they liked you on Monday, they were bearable. Maybe Thursday came around and they were ready to, pull a dagger out and stab you in the back or something. And these were the people that I encountered, every single one of them. So I couldn't trust anyone. I had to keep my cards close to my chest, which I'll recommend you guys always do, because you don't know who you're dealing with until you know for certain who you're talking to, or, what type of person you're dealing with. Because these people will do you in. And they've shown time and time again that is their only motive, and they live for such, callous disregard. So I will always have a place in this, and I always have a dog in the fight to discuss the narcissistic work environment as well as the narcissists in society, because these people are really messed up. The strange thing about this is that I can, like I always say, if I grab 10 people, maybe 7, if I'm being modest about it, maybe 7 or 8 will be, will be terrible. And those 2 people, between those 2, one person would be, in the middle, and the other person may be a good person. So I find myself in situations just really not trusting people, because I just don't see enough of what I need to see to make me want to open up. And that's fair, right? The same way these duplicitous people, they don't open up to you. When you're a good person, they don't talk to you about things. When they plot and do mischievous things, they don't tell you what they're doing. They talk to other demons and other low-grade people, right? This is how these plots get hatched, right? Because they're sitting with people of like mind. You're not included in this ill. So you have to be willing to realize and understand that some things are just how they are. If you're a good person, if you have good characteristics, then you're probably not going to be liked by the many bad people who are just low grounded. Are they completely bad? Well, maybe not. But if they're gravitating or making a conscious effort to consistently gravitate toward their lower natures, then what are they? Who are they to you? As far as your well-being and peace of mind, who are they to you? I want you to think about that. Many of you just take friends because you have low self-esteem. You're looking for someone to accept you. But if that person is not really a real person to you, who are they? See? They're running counter or opposite to what you really need in your life. If you need someone who's caring, they're not these people. And it's provable. Think about your lives. Look back on your whole life and think about all of the times with someone who who Trojan horsed you. I like to use that terminology. They Trojan horsed you, and then they were able to burn down your city or something. Just think about all of those times that happened, and you say, you kick yourself, I never let this happen again. And then you do it again. So there's definitely something that you're not working on within yourselves, and that low self-esteem is how it's how it started and where the demons find their way in. These drafty houses, right? You have a window up. You're not completely grounded. And when you're in a place like that, you're always setting yourself up for something to happen, or to invite people that you don't need in your life to come in. This is how these things happen, folks. You know, not too many of us don't reflect and think about who we are and what we want for our lives. We just take things, we just settle. You don't have to settle. That goes for relationships, you know, that goes for interpersonal relationships, work, co-workers, whatever you're talking about, any type of dealings you're doing with another individual being. If that person is not grounded, if they're not completely whole, if they're not of sound mind, if they do things, if they have proven callous disregard for your feelings or intrusive invading of your personal boundaries, then they're not the right person for you. Right? Unless you're like that, unless you can accept these things and you yourself do these things, which will make you a narcissist or whoever you would be, a bad person. You know, some of you don't like clinicals, but like I said, it doesn't matter. Clinicals don't really matter to me because you are your actions. I speak on that in my book. You are your actions, and it doesn't really matter, you know, what a doctor wants to say about how many times you did this or that, and that makes you not. No, you're a narcissist when you start doing narcissist shit. That's just the bottom line. So it's a beautiful day, folks. You know, I love bad behavior. You know, I always say I love reflection, and I love beautiful days. I do. I appreciate them. Many of you don't even look at things like that. Those things run counter to your behaviors as well. So I have my phone ringing here. I'm going to take care of this business call. You guys like the videos and share. Have a wonderful day, and I'll be talking to you soon. Take care.